Hey guys, it's Lisa from the blog farmhouseonboone.com, and today I'm going to show you how my husband and I, mostly my husband, built our farmhouse coffee table. If you've been following along, you know that we had a magazine photo shoot here in our home. I shared all about that in a recent video, and the magazine actually hired us to make a few things for the shoot. They wanted a little bit more color. So I designed several pillows that I absolutely love. I know a few people were concerned that maybe I strayed away from my usual style, but I actually picked everything out for it. And it's just one of those things that I just never got around to doing. Once I had a deadline for the shoot, it was super fun for me to add some color. Anyways, they also hired us to make a coffee table. Again, something I've been putting off forever. I wanted a coffee table in our living room. It's just one of those things where if there's no deadline, you don't get around to it. So whenever she asked me, I already knew exactly what kind of coffee table I wanted to build. I went to the Anna White website because she has tons of free DIY plans. It was actually the same website that we used to build our big farmhouse table and benches. And she had plans for a little farmhouse coffee table that I knew would fit in with our style. The way that we like to build things, we built our porch swing, we built the coffee table, we built the table, as I mentioned, is we take plans to Home Depot or Lowe's and we get the cut list and we actually have them do all the cuts because they have that big machine that does the cuts. And so that way we can transport it home just in our van that's already full of kids. When it's in the smaller pieces, we don't need a truck. It saves us so much time so that when we get home, it's kind of almost like assembling some IKEA furniture. Like we have all the pieces, all we gotta do is put it together. Obviously there's some sanding and finishing involved and some drilling of the screws, but it's like almost as difficult to put together some IKEA furniture as to just get all the cuts and then put it together yourself. So anyways, that's what we did for this. We started with all of the cut lists that we got from the hardware store. And then we just went to work putting it together. It was super simple, so let me show you that process. We started by pre-sanding all the boards, and then to make the legs, we attached 2x4s because our local store did not have the 4x4 boards. We just used some wood glue, clamps, and screws to secure them together. The next step was to attach the leg joiners on both sets of legs. Now I will need to point out really quick that because we used two 2x4s together instead of 4x4 boards, there was a little bit of adjusting that we had to do, so ours are slightly off from the original measurements. We screwed the side apron pieces into the leg joiners. Next, we screwed in the tabletop supports. These are made up of 20.5-inch 2x2s. Next, we added the breadboard ends. We first glued them on with wood glue and then screwed them in by first drilling some pilot holes and then screwing them in place. Next, we added on the 7 2x4 boards, 43.5 inches in length for the tabletop pieces. He used a countersink drill bit to make sure that the screws were down in pretty far so that he could fill in the screw holes with wood filler. We used the same color stain as we used for our table, and that is Minwax Weathered Oak. It has a very gray look to it, and then we just finish it off with some matte polyacrylic. Well, I'm super happy with our coffee table. I think it fits in perfectly in our living room in front of the wingback chairs. I used to have the bench, which I made a ruffle slipcover for in our living room, And so I swapped that out and put that at the end of our bed in our bedroom. And then now we have the coffee table, which is a lot more practical because there's a place to, set your coffee and drinks. And I actually love the way that my bench looks in my bedroom. It's a great place to put pillows whenever you're ready to go to sleep at night. And it's also just pretty, and then more additional seating for our bedroom. So worked out great. I'm really glad we finally did this project. I would highly recommend building your own things as well. You don't need all these specialized tools. We don't have them. We just have the most basic things in our garage, and anybody could really do this project. Hope that I've encouraged you to try something like that. And if we do any more builds coming up here in the near future, I'll definitely be sharing them on here. Well, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. I make 2 new videos every week on food from scratch, natural living, and our handmade home. Thank you so much for stopping by the farmhouse.